Jay-Z is one of the most powerful figures in music business and culture, but his journey to global influence did not begin with luxury, fame, or billion-dollar success. It began in the streets of Brooklyn, where a young Sean Carter learned very early that survival required intelligence, confidence, and relentless ambition. Growing up in the Marcy Projects in New York City, Jay-Z witnessed the realities of poverty, struggle, and street life, experiences that later became the foundation of his lyrical storytelling. Music was not simply entertainment for him, it was a way to escape limitations and transform his environment into opportunity. During the early years of his career, Jay-Z faced rejection from record labels who did not believe his style or vision could succeed. Instead of giving up, he made a decision that would define his entire legacy. He created his own path alongside partners. He co-founded Rockefeller Records, allowing him to release music independently and maintain control over his work. This move was risky, but it demonstrated the mindset that would later turn him into one of the most respected entrepreneurs in entertainment. His debut album, Reasonable Doubt, quickly gained recognition for its intelligent lyricism, street narratives, and smooth production. Even though it was not immediately a massive commercial success, the album built a reputation that established Jay-Z as one of the most talented lyricists in hip-hop. As the late 1990s approached, Jay-Z began releasing a series of albums that expanded his influence across the music industry. His ability to combine storytelling, confidence, and sharp wordplay made him stand out among rappers who were competing for attention during the golden era of hip-hop. Each project showed growth, not only as an artist, but also as a strategist who understood the business side of music. He was not just creating songs, he was building a brand that connected music, fashion, culture, and lifestyle. Audiences began to see Jay-Z not only as a rapper, but as a symbol of ambition and success. His career reached another level when he collaborated with some of the biggest artists in the world, including Beyoncé, whose relationship with Jay-Z became one of the most influential partnerships in modern entertainment. Together, they represented power, creativity, and cultural impact. While their relationship also attracted enormous public attention, it strengthened the narrative that Jay-Z had evolved from street poet to global icon.
Beyond music, Jay-Z began expanding his influence into business ventures, demonstrating a rare ability to translate artistic success into financial power. He invested in clothing brands, sports management, technology, and luxury services, each move showing that he understood wealth creation far beyond album sales. His involvement in companies and brands allowed him to reshape how hip-hop artists approached business. Instead of simply signing contracts, many younger artists began studying Jay-Z's strategy of ownership, partnerships, and long-term investments. One of the most defining aspects of Jay-Z's legacy is his ability to reinvent himself multiple times throughout his career. When critics believed his era was ending, he returned with new music, new ideas, and new business ventures, proving that longevity in entertainment requires constant evolution. Albums released later in his career reflected deeper themes, including family responsibility, personal growth, and the lessons learned from decades inside the spotlight. These projects revealed a more reflective version of Jay-Z, showing audiences that even icons continue learning, changing, and redefining their purpose. Despite his massive success, Jay-Z's story still resonates with millions of people because it represents transformation. He turned difficult beginnings into opportunity, he turned rejection into independence, and he turned music into a global empire. His journey from the Marcy Projects to becoming one of the most influential businessmen in entertainment history demonstrates the power of vision, patience, and determination. Many fans see Jay-Z not just as a rapper, but as proof that strategic thinking combined with talent can reshape destiny. Today, Jay-Z remains one of the most respected voices in hip-hop culture. His influence extends far beyond music into business, philanthropy, sports, and social discussions about power, wealth, and community. His story continues inspiring artists, entrepreneurs, and dreamers who look at his journey and realize that success is not simply about fame, it is about control, ownership, and the courage to build something bigger than yourself. StarTrack America follows stories that reveal the deeper meaning behind celebrity success, and Jay-Z represents one of the most powerful examples of how determination, creativity, and business intelligence can reshape a young dreamer from Brooklyn into a global icon whose legacy continues shaping culture across generations.